What up, mudluggers? Going for a bit of a jaunt today, testing out some of my kit for the coast to coast walk. Managed to get my kit down to about 9 kilos, which is amazingly light for me. Also going to be testing out some new stuff. Just got a new lightweight bivy bag from AliExpress and a rain kilt, because you know, why not? Got about 10 miles to do. I was going to do 14, but as usual my missus turned up 2 hours late, and basically I've got to go something to beat the rain. Also got a new tent, the lanshan one from AliExpress, so I'll be giving that a crack. I've deliberately come out today because it's windy and rainy, so it should give it a good test. Also going to be doing the prize draw for the 500 sub giveaway. If you're only here for the prize draw, do us a favour, stick around for the next 2 minutes, just see if you like what you see. Anyway, here's a word from our sponsor.
Does your vagina itch like a porcupine? Like a big fat spiky fish ball? Stench like a skunk bag? Or look like a weird little lobster? Then you need Vagisil. It seals up your vag. We asked some ladies what they thought of their new vag bits.
No more scratchy minge. I can't wee anymore. My vag is sealed. I can't have children now.
The husband's leaving me. Vagisil seals up your vag.
So just so you know where I'm going to and from, at the bottom of that hill you can see in the distance is where I started, and I'm walking to over the top of those white cliffs at the far end. I've actually got to go over those cliffs, down again and up the other side to the warren. You might actually be able to make the warren out. About 10 miles, as I say. I'm hoping to knock it out in about 2.5 hours. You never know. As you can see, I took the lead from Johnny on our last trip, and I've tried to be as inconspicuous as I can. It's the only windproof or windbreaker that I've got, and you know, I ain't a rich man, I ain't buying new. Another glorious day though. Let's get a sweat on. So far 9 kilos including water and food. Only food for tonight and tomorrow morning, granted, but I've got just over 1.5 litre of water. Ain't too bad. It feels weird being so light on my back. I've got a Quechua 4 Class 50, I think, backpack. I love the Quechua stuff. Got to say though, this has got some sort of ridge that digs into you just below the shoulder blades. You can adjust it up and down, and it's the bottom of that sticks out, and it's yeah, it's rubbing quite a lot. Now I'm only about a mile in, maybe 2, but I'm already noticing it, which doesn't bode well. Maybe a bit of gaffer tape. Gaffer tape fix everything. See, I'm still walking now. Got my breath back. Don't take long. Come on, the coast to coast. So this is the reason I chose this route. It's nice and hilly up and down and exposed to the elements. So it's going to test me kit and test me knees. Which I've got to say, are pretty bloody sore already, which don't bode well. But if they get any worse, bit of ibuprofen and a tubey grip. Oosh! Even on a blowy, windy day, you've got to appreciate that, ain't you? Gorgeous place. Oh. Just tuck my lungs back up my hoop and I'm away again. Onwards. Just over that lump there is Freshwater Bay Golf Course. When you go down, not sure if you can see that building. Just there. Oops. That's the Albion pub, where normally I'd stop for a drink, but I purposely didn't bring my wallet. So if I get there, I think I'm about halfway. They're definitely getting closer. That little cross, if you can see on top, that's Tennyson's monument. I'll have a look at that when I get there. underneath all them cliffs are a load of caves you can get to with a kayak. Got to do that one day. And as you can see, I'm walking straight over Freshwater Bay Golf Course. Lovely little golf course, not expensive either. Get involved, people. Well, as we start our descent down into Freshwater Bay, a little bit of trivia for you. Freshwater Bay, due to its ageing population, has got Britain's first euthanasia clinic. Well, call it a euthanasia clinic. The local bingo club was run by a bloke called Harry the Hammer. Despite his bloodlust, I mean, he used to pop a few off a week. But he had some morals. I mean, he'd never leave a widow. He'd always do them both. Anyway, he's left now. He disappeared a couple of weeks back. So that should change now that Mickey the Dagger's bought it. I've got to walk up that bastard. Got some hot spots on my feet. Didn't bring any Harry Black with me, which is a shame. But I could do with airing them. Maybe some insoles and a decent pair of socks will do the job. That has taken me almost bang on 1 hour 15 to get to here, which I'm guessing is about halfway. I'll check on the map, so my pacing's about right. Started off way over the top of that hill there and back down the other side. Ah, good, good. Oh, it's a killer, but yeah, worth it, worth every step. Well, it's taken me 1 hour 40 to get here. I'm going to stop off at Tennyson Monument before cracking on up there. Grab myself a handful of peanuts and a glug of water. If you can hear me at all, brilliant, because it's, look at me here, blowing a bleeding hoolie up here. It's proper choppy. Oh, that's quite nice. Look at my 8 head. Anyway, I'm going to sit down, catch a breath, grab a drink, push some nuts in my mouth. See you in a bit. Right, forever onward. I'm going up to the top there. I could take a shortcut and cut across there and down. That sort of defeats the object. I'm trying to get some altitude in. So I'm going to go up the top, hit the battery, look at the needles, walk down the massive great big hill, into the valley, back up the other side. Got a young French couple there that have just passed me after this fat old knacker overtook them. I think they might be going for a bit of cliffside dogging, and who can blame them? We know what you're doing. I'll be amazed if you can hear this. If you can, I'm going to have to dig out the link for this mic because it is howling up here. So, as you can see, maybe not, there's a little monument behind me up there. Actually camping over there near the field fortifications, but the needles is that way. So I'm going up and doubling back on myself. Probably adds about another, I don't know, probably a mile on, but yeah, I could have cut straight through. That sort of defeats the object, doesn't it? Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely got hot spots, definitely got blisters. The boots are comfy, but they're loose at the toe end, and I tightened them right up. So I've ordered some decent socks, maybe some insoles. I'll do the route a couple of more times before the coast to coast and see if that sorts it out. But next time, definitely a bit of Harry Black and stuff, just to patch my feet up en route. Because I've got a feeling there are blisters down there now. Never mind. I'll bring you back when you get to see the needles. There you go. The most westerly tip of the Isle of Wight. Oh, let's see if I can focus in on that. There's the needles. And Ant from Man Stuff TV. How about doing some exploring in these bunkers, mate? Got them all down there as well, look. Wouldn't fancy your chances down there. Lifeguard up there, I don't think you get away with it. Loads of history up here. When we go a bit further down, they've got the actual battery itself, which has tested rockets and 6 posts. I said it in another video, you probably, well, you might not have heard it. Look at my hair. Almost glad it's falling out. All the rocket launching pads, look. And a rabbit running down the hill. Dinner. So I've got to make my way down there, blah blah blah, oh, and in again, up the other end, until I get to, where are you? There. I believe that is a Alfred Lord Tennyson quote, could be wrong. Charge of the Light Brigade, is it? Who knows? Do I look like a bleeding poet? Anyone else thinking that he might wear his dead mother's clothing? Well, final leg now. Some Needles behind us. Worldsworth theme park, amusement park. Oh no, there's nothing amusing there. There's a chairlift, so you can go down to the beach. Now I've just looked up to where I'm camping, walking down from the Needles, and it would appear there's a couple of youths still on their mountain bikes jumping off stuff there, which is fine. Just means I can't put my tent up, and I want to beat this rain. I might just go there and look menacing. How can I? Look at me. I'm a chuffing joy. Anyway, I'm getting up there now. See you in a bit. No shit. Stop the clock at 2 hours 45. So that's including me my nibble and drink break. So yeah, I'm going to give myself 10 miles there. I'll measure it up. I might be a little bit generous, about 8 or 9, I'm not sure, I'll have a look. But at that sort of pace, that sort of distance, I'm looking, yeah, 7-8 hours actually on the foot a day on that coast to coast, which I'm good. I can live with that. Yeah, legs are good, back's good, hips are good, feet in raggle to be perfectly honest with you, but that's an easy solve in it. Set of insoles and a set of merino wool. Lovely job. So a little look at home at the moment. Another gunning placement. It's on one of the other videos if you're interested. I'll be setting up down there. There's a drop which I'll show you. I won't be getting the sunset tonight, but when you do from here, as you can appreciate, it's a little bit spectacular. But all I'm going to get tonight is rained on. Just got chatting to 3 lovely lady hikers that are making their way back to Freshwater Bay. They're going to get very wet, I think, because it is coming in cold and it feels like rain. But yeah, let's go set this shizzle up. So this little patch will be home tonight. As you can see, it's dropped down, so no one will be able to see me, hopefully. Just means I've got to drag my fat arse up and down that wall all the time. I'll look at this tent out and show you, see what you think. Right then, tent. Got this from AliExpress. It is the Lanshan 1, Flames Creed version, exactly the same as a 3FUL. If you've seen Hayes Outdoors, he used it on his trip. Plenty of people have got them, they rave about them. £56 delivered, direct from China, from AliExpress. Although I would absolutely love to buy British or go into a store, all of the high street outdoor shops are all exactly the same and grossly overpriced. It's a shame there's not more cottage industries over here that actually, you know, have someone with a sewing machine that could knock it up. Anyway, enough waffling. I've never seen a video of these actually being put up, and I've never actually put this up. So I ain't got a Scooby's how well this is going to go. Bring you along for the ride, eh? So let's have a look at this little bugger before I start cooking me dinner. It comes with MSR ground steak type steaks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I believe. The reason I went for the Flames Creed version rather than the Free UFL is the Free UFL either comes in that colour yellow or white. At least this blends in a little bit. It's not the perfect colour green, but it is green nonetheless. As we look round, it's all taut. Wasn't too hard to set up off the bat. And when you look inside, the side of the size of the vestibule you get for cooking in, with bathtub floor, yeah, I am mightily impressed with that. Now, I've had some stories about condensation issues. As you can see, I've staked mine really high to get a lot of wind flow coming through tonight. So we will see, won't we? But looking forward to it. I'm going to get my kit inside, get my cooker out and get a brew on. And yeah, maybe even rest my little feet. One thing I did do, following the advice on YouTube that I found, these areas were prone to leaking. So what I've done, I've mixed some silicone and white spirits together, made my own seam seal and basically gone round every patch, and yeah, hopefully that should do the job. But yeah, and on art, that is looking like a quality purchase. Right, so inside this thing, you've actually got room for your pack. There's my little down jacket, down DOS bag, what's that called, a helium pillow. Now this thing I've bought is a Tyvek Bivy Bag, meant to be breathable, waterproof, only cost me a tenner and it packs down unbelievably small. I'm going to dye it if I do use it, but I thought I'd give it a try tonight, see if it makes me sweat inside my sleeping bag. If it doesn't, that could be the buy of the century, a £10 ultralight, packed down tiny bivy bag, but it's white. But I'm sure we can sort that out. I'm going to get a brew on and water on for my couscous. Another little cheap and cheerful buy there from eBay, I think I got that one from. And when this is underway, I will then do the draw for the 500 sub giveaway. Okay. They work, but they're loud. Simple eating tonight, couscous and fish, and I've got porridge for the morning. Cup of coffee there, lovely jubbly. Right, while that's cooking, what I'll do is, firstly I'd like to thank everyone. 50 entries I got for the draw. So as you can see here somewhere, I copied them all out on pieces of paper, cut them all up into little bits, mixed them all up, and now I'll do the draw. Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that subscribed, old and new. yeah, really made up. And the good news for you guys is that hammock would appear to be the last ever 10th Wonder hammock poncho tarp, because he ain't getting no more kitting, and after I bought that there's no more in stock. So the winner is so I've only got the one. Outdoor and bushcraft. Right mate, probably the easiest thing for you to do there is to find me on Instagram and send me a message, because you can no longer do it via YouTube. Congratulations mate, there's going to be a little stove, a little emergency stove, and that in the post to you. Wahey! Fucking shithead. Well, luckily for me it's going to rain in an hour or so, because as you've just seen, I've dumped half my water supply in one foul swoop. So I'm going to leave my pot outside to get rained in, and I can boil that up later. Collapsible cup, not been overly impressed with it. It's still got that funny rubbery taste. I've used it a couple of times, it's getting better, and but it don't hold a lot either. Also don't keep your drink hot for very long. Couscous on the go, I'll have the fish in a minute. Not a great deal of exciting is going to happen. As soon as this is done, I'm going to zip up, lay down, listen to some music and crap, and bring you in from inside the tent. As I say, as you can see by the clouds around me, it's going to hammer down soon, so I need to eat up quick. Right, sitting here in my tent, I've had my food. I am proper impressed with this, yes. Got loads of room. Cooked inside the vestibule, not a problem at all, apart from me kicking over me water, which is now outside filling up with the rain. My feet took a bit of a battering today. I've got 2 blisters on one foot and a little one on the other, but that's an easy remedy. So yeah, all in all, pretty happy with today. I'm not a complete wreck, bearing in mind I'm a fat knacker. It bears well. Get another 10 of these under my belt before the coast to coast, and I shouldn't be in too much bother. Yeah, you can proper sit bolt upright in this tent and all. Result. Unfortunately, I have pitched it on a little bit of a slope, and this Tyvek thing, which by the way isn't making me sweat yet, is a bit slippery. Gotta say, it doesn't make a lot of noise, which I'm proper happy with. Kit is good, yeah. We all like kit. Buy more kit. Well, I think it's safe to say this tent has had a test tonight. It's chucked it down for hours, and it's windy as flip, and it's, yeah, coping really well. Happy with it. Same can be said for the old Bivy Bag. I'm not sweating in it or anything. I mean, it's coming up to midnight now. So yep, I think I'll get my head down. See you in the morning. If you don't test your kit in bad weather, you'll never know if it works. And this shit works. Top buy. Just gone round, done a bit of a peg tighten, so she's a bit stiffer now. We're currently on about 42, 44 km/h winds on the top of a cliff at the point of the Isle of Wight. So yeah, good move, Lee. The winds are apparently getting stronger, up into the mid-50s. When I'm packing up, which should always be a bonus when you've got a lightweight tent, eh? But no, she's held really firm. Definitely no sleep happening. Might have to knock myself up a hot chocolate. I've gathered enough rainwater now. What could go wrong? Flames in a flappy tent. Morning people, 6 o'clock in the morning. Right, I ain't doing breakfast or out like that, as you can imagine. I'm getting the flip out of Dodge. It ain't getting any less windy. So my Gododa's en route to pick me up. Yeah, what a night, Jesus. There you go. Only thing left is a dry patch. Right then, quick rundown of the kit. Bivy bag, didn't make the bag sweat at all, worked really well. Brilliant buy. I need to test it a bit more, obviously. Sorry, I'm getting blown off my feet here. So, Bivy bag was superb. Didn't make me sweat. Nice and light. Didn't get the chance to try out the rain kilt, but tiny it is. Tent. The tent took a battering last night. Just off my phone app, I'll have a look when I get home. The wind's got up to like 55-60 kilometers an hour last night, and yeah, it was smashing the bejesus out of me. But the tent held fine. Not a single drop of water came in. Every part of it was absolutely spot on. I even managed to pack my kit away inside it today, and it took no time to pack away even in this wind. So 10 out of 10 for that, definitely the right choice I think. Body's still in good nick, my feet are still wrecking. I'm probably going to slip over here. Right, I'm en route to the pickup point now. So yeah, that was an exciting night. If you're still here, thanks for hanging about, and ta-ra till next time.